begun for fatty acids. What does this mean? Right? Are you in the fed state? Bless you. Are you in the fasting state? If you build up a lot of malonyl-CoA because you are running a lot of synthesis, are you going to simultaneously want to run oxidation? No. So I will give you these specific enzyme pieces and explain them. You're going to have to put the big picture together. You're going to have to say, what is this telling me about systemic body conditions? If I'm telling you how this is happening, you're telling me why it's happening, okay? Because that way you'll see these things again, and I'll test you on what I really want to know, which is what's going on. Okay, and then regulation of cycle. So it's worth reading through these things, but yeah, okay, I'm going to do 2 more minutes because then we took that little break and then we'll stop. Okay, all right. So this goes back to the deficiency question. In some cases, you can treat a deficiency of fatty acid oxidation enzymes with carnitine because sometimes you can just bring in more. Even if it's not very efficient, if you just bring in a ton of fatty acids into your mitochondria, then you're kind of overcoming it just by sheer force of numbers of molecules. Even if your enzyme is not very efficient, if there's so much substrate, it will occasionally do the right thing, right? I mean, so in some cases it helps, in some cases it doesn't. There's this little thing called peroxisomal beta oxidation. That's just worth noting. It makes heat generation and not ATP. And then there's unsaturated fatty acid beta oxidation. This needs extra enzymes. Odd number carbon or methyl side chain. Okay, so we get acetyl and propionyl-CoA. So this goes back to the question from the very beginning of class. Methyl side chain fatty acid beta oxidation, right, or odd number of carbons, a lot of times from the vegetables. These are considered gluconeogenic because you make one acetyl-CoA, which means you're 1 for 1, right? You run acetyl-CoA through. You make one propionyl-CoA. Propionyl-CoA can get converted to succinyl-CoA, which is in the middle of the TCA cycle. So because it's in the middle, as opposed to at the beginning like acetyl-CoA, it's considered giving an extra little piece. So it's gluconeogenic in the sense that you're not spending one to make one, you're getting an extra one. This goes back to when we talked about anaplerotic versus just regular and whether gluconeogenesis is spending energy or not. This is a case where you get 2. You get one acetyl-CoA, which is 1 for 1, right? You can make glucose in a long pathway, but you're not getting a bonus. The gluconeogenic part of this is propionyl-CoA. You're getting an intermediate that you wouldn't have had before that ends up at the end where you can make glucose. That's what makes it energetically gluconeogenic. Okay, so I'm going to stop. We'll do ketones when we come back, which is good because I'll edit some tea for you too. Okay, I'll see you guys at 12-ish. Oh, and this is the answer to the quiz question. I'll highlight that.
I did yesterday.
Yes, so Mondays I have 3 o'clock.
Okay, the next day you're definitely
No, but
that blob that you said, if I wanted to test you on the blob?
No, the thing she just said, that's your answer to the quiz.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.